Right, and from there, how do you think cinema has changed? As you said, it's evolved, but today when you work on a project, how do you decide what to do? As I already asked you, is it all about the big production houses that, okay, Adi will call me, can't say no to him? Because all the discussion that we're having on the India Today Conclave over here is about content. That content is ultimately king in today's time.
You know, this is a really an interesting topic, which I know is on everyone's mind right now. Yes, of course, content is king, and that goes without saying. That I think the exposure that everyone has now, due to the influx of the digital platforms like your Netflix, your Hotstars, your Amazon, is so huge that everyone is starting to demand and expect a higher quality, which is fantastic, and it should be. Everyone has kind of been forced to pull up their socks and kind of see that, you know, what is it? Are we really matching the writing standards, and are we on that level of storytelling? We are definitely seeing that. I mean, you're seeing films. I saw a film a few days ago called Article 15. I don't know if anyone here has seen it, but it's Ayushman's film. It's a fantastic film. I mean, it's just like, it's outstanding. It's an outstanding film. I mean, talking about Ayushman, he is really, really cracking that genre of storytelling, entertainment, but also saying some important things. And we are seeing that kind of cinema come. Having said that, I am also a believer that everyone does not need to, you know, when something becomes successful, sometimes everyone starts following that same mold. You know, it's like a herd mentality. Everyone goes here, everyone goes here. I think that the key is to find what suits you and what works for you. I wish I could be like Ayushman, but the thing is that he has his strengths and I have my strengths, and we're very different, you know, people as people. So for him, what might work for him might not work for me. I will have to, my battle and my struggle and my journey from here will be what works for me that still resonates with the audience.
But you can't play it safe. I mean, you have to take that risk and decide.
You have to take the risks, and you have to just find where are the risks that are genuinely resonating with you. Like in Zero, although maybe the film had, you know, not the best outcome in the end, but that character I knew was something which would make a mark, because the emotional journey and everything of that character, I think it was enough for you to hold on to. You know, you had that there. So it's about finding the stories. It's about finding the stories and then trying to follow your instinct. It's about what we were talking about. It's finding the balance between your instinct and fear. Like, when is fear stopping you, and when is it, you know, your instinct telling you, no, this is not right for you? So that if you're able to decipher that, then I mean, then you're going to operate from a very honest place.
Yeah, but talking about that, you know, you played it very safe till now, and you are looking forward to that risk. But the one time that you actually took a risk and you wanted to settle down, that didn't work for you. Coming back from there, what happened there? I mean, did you really want to settle down then? And when it did not work, was it tough coming back and then again starting all over again?
You know, it's not really. It wasn't really honestly about anything like that. It was a relationship. I think all relationships are. I think relationships are the biggest learning curve for all of us in life. And what you learn, what you take away from it, what you give, what you get from it, that is really the part that challenges you the most as a person. It can get into you and really show you your innermost fears, your weaknesses, your strengths, and it's also the most beautiful part of life, I think, you know, the human relationships we have with each other. Of course, any relationship that doesn't work out, I think every second person has been through, you know, an unpleasant, you know, relationship or a bad breakup in their life. And the main thing that you take away from that is, rather than, you know, what's happened has happened, like the past is gone, but is what do you learn from that? What do you learn from it to make sure that you, rather than putting the blame on somebody else, or rather than, you know, thinking of all the negative reasons why it didn't work out, I think what you take away from it, that how do you make sure you hold on to yourself and you keep the responsibility of your happiness in your own hands and not in somebody else's hands.